So at this point, I'm pretty sure that gold has completed at least a minor daily cycle low. So I'm gonna give you a strategy for, if you're trying to trade the counter trend move. The trick, of course, is to get out before the cycle left translates and then we start another leg down. And again, I'll say this again, that an intermediate cycle low needs to unfold in at least 3 waves down. I went over this extensively during the intermediate decline into July, and very few people listened to me, and they got caught during the second leg down. So I think I'm pretty sure that we are now in the declining phase of this intermediate cycle. That means that this bounce out of the low here should not go above the September high. It should unfold as a left translated cycle. So the rally left translated cycles, they can top in anywhere from 3 to 8 days. So we're on day number 1 here of this daily cycle. It's not a perfect strategy, but a decent rule of thumb is that during the declining phase of an intermediate cycle, price doesn't stay overbought very long before it starts back down and you get another leg down. So for anybody that's trying to play this from the long side, I would keep an eye on the 5-day RSI. When it gets up here into the overbought territory, that's probably close enough place to take your profits and then get back on the sidelines. Or if you want to try and play the next leg down, you could short or buy dust or something like that. But I would not be expecting this rally to come up here and make new highs. And if you are, and you try and play it that way, you are almost, the odds are very high you're going to get caught when the cycle left translates and then starts the next leg down. And on the other side of the fence, we have the stock market, which is in the advancing phase of its intermediate cycle. You can see this daily cycle is extremely right translated, topped on Thursday. Well, assuming this was a top, but it would have topped on Thursday. I can see the day 30 or 31. So this is an extremely right translated cycle. That's an indication that the intermediate cycle is in the advancing phase. And in the advancing phase of an intermediate cycle, price doesn't stay overbought very long before the next leg up begins. So you could use that as a simple strategy for when you want to start buying or adding to your position on the chance that this does turn out to be a daily cycle low, and we get some kind of pullback here over the next 4 to 8 days. So let me caution, if we do get a pullback here, you're going to hear that the perma bears are going to come out again. They're going to start calling for a market crash. They're going to be saying, okay, here we go. This is the October crash or pullback that we've been looking for, and it's just they're just going to be wrong again. Again, here's your clue. This is a right translated daily cycle. Right translated daily cycles almost never crash. If this does pull back this week, then understand what it is. It's just a normal move into a daily cycle low after a strong move higher. We got very overbought. If we do get a pullback, ignore all the warnings of a crash and use the pullback to buy the dip. The same as every other dip during this rally out of the elections. But again, I'll say this for the 100th time. This is not an opportunity to sell short. It's dangerous to sell short. We may not get a pullback into a daily cycle low. This could just turn right back around tomorrow or the next day, and we continue the move up to test 2600 with no pullback here, other than maybe 1 or 2 days, sideways days, just to allow the moving averages some time to catch up to price. So there is no guarantee that this is going to pull back. I'm saying if it does pull back, use it as a buying opportunity, because this cycle is right translated. So we are in the advancing phase of an intermediate cycle. But don't, shorting the market here is not a safe strategy, because there is no guarantee that we are going to get any kind of significant pullback here. We may not. We may just go sideways for a day or two and then start another leg up.